to create meeting links. So you click on this button over here and you go to meeting links and you click on create new link. First option is to decide whether it's an online meeting, so you'll be doing it over video in Involve, or whether it's in person, you're inviting them into the school to have a face-to-face meeting. We'll talk through both of them, but let's start with the online one. Next thing you decide is whether the meeting link is valid just during term time, just outside of term time, or any week. So that's term time or outside of term time. I'll select term time here. Then you give it a name. So for example, my 30-minute meeting. Description, please book in a time with me to discuss your progress. And the duration is 30 minutes, times offered, so you can either have them every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes, or back to back. So 5 minutes would be at let's say 9 o'clock, at 9:05, at 9:10, etc. Every 15 minutes, 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, etc. But back to back will be in 30-minute gaps from the start of your day, so that you can try to get as many meetings as possible without any gaps. Next option here is the minimum notice. So you probably don't want meetings to be booked immediately and suddenly have to appear at the meeting. So in this case, I've said that I want to have at least 4 hours notice before a meeting so that I can prepare for it. And then the maximum advance, this is the amount of time in advance that someone can book. So for example, I don't want someone to book in my calendar more than 4 weeks advance ahead of time, because I probably haven't scheduled all the other important things that I've got, and so I want to do those first. Then we've got the timings, so you can say which days you're available, what times you're available during those days. Of course, any other meetings that you have will mean that someone can't book and create a clash for you. And if you're a 2 weeks school, so a school that has week A, week B, you can add week A and week B timings independently if you want. So for example here, on week A, I'm available every day, but on week B, I'm only available on Tuesday and Thursday. And then you can create the link. Once you do that, if you click on it, it will copy the meeting link, and we can paste that into another browser or share that with anyone that you want to be able to book. And they'll be able to see your availability here, and they can click on a time that suits them. They will be able to type their name, their surname, their email address, and click on book. They can also add any other information that they want to share with you. That will give them a link here that they can add into their calendar, but it's also emailed them, and they'll also get an email 24 hours and I believe 1 hour before the meeting with reminders of how to connect. As the teacher, I've received a notification over here that tells me that a meeting's been booked, and I can click on it in order to open the meeting. I can also, I can't remember what day we booked. We booked on the 6th of January, I think. So if I jump ahead to the 6th of January, we can see that meeting over there in my calendar. Now if we go back into here, into the meeting links, I'm going to add a new link, and this is going to be an in-person link this time. Let's do outside of term time just to be fun. Give a link, come to my office for a chat, come visit me. And you've got a lot of similar options, but because it's in person, you've also got the option for rooms. So you can pick the various different rooms which you could have that meeting in, and click on create link just as before. And this time when the parent books, it's looking not just at your availability, but whether there exists any of those rooms which are also available. So if all those rooms were booked, then someone couldn't book a meeting with you even if you were free. And then when they do book a meeting, it will book it into one of those rooms as well to make sure that you've got that room available for when they come into the school.